Hey guys, and welcome back to another quick video. So I figured I would give people a bit of a look at the artifact weapons without going into super major spoilers. Now this is the Hunter class order hall. Very well lit at this sort of nice little time of morning in game. Absolutely beautiful. But let's go in and have a little bit of a look at the altar in which we will be using artifact weapons. First of all, you'll see that the other variants are around here. Now I haven't actually unlocked anything other than the Survival Hunter one, which is this, Talon Claw. Now, if I click on this, what do we see? Well, first of all, Talon Claw is over here to the right, and if I click and drag this, I can spin it around and play around with the model. I can actually go into appearances and swap its appearances out, but obviously I have not unlocked any of them. So let's go back to spend power. So right now, I don't have any artifact power, but I do have something which will change that very soon, so I'll be able to show you that. And the way it works is you unlock this ability down here to the bottom right that's got the gold ring around it, Fury of the Eagle. You unlock that, which then gives you the ability to move your way down this tree via artifact power. So to unlock Sharpened Beak will cost 100 artifact power per rank. Unlocking that will give me access to Hellcarver, my beloved monster, and Raptor's Cry, which will then give me access to Strength of the Mountain, which, once I get that, I'll be able to branch off and perhaps work my way in the different sort of areas that this tree takes us. Now you'll see that at either extremity of this talent tree, you've got some sort of major ability. So for an example, here's From Behind. Whenever your pet generates a charge of Mongoose Strike, I gain 5% crit for 6 seconds. Or this, whenever my Harpoon does something, I get an effect. And these will be things that significantly sort of, change up how you play the game or are very key. Basically, these are kind of like your Draenor perks, but maybe a little bit more important. You're also able to respec them, but this is grayed out and I don't really know what it's actually going to do. And then these are rune slots. So or relic slots. You can get different kinds of relics, and there are very different types of them. So this has a slot for an iron one and a wind one. As an example, Ashbringer has a slot for a holy one and a fire one. Now, there are loads of different ways of getting artifact power. Many of them include doing objectives in zones. So for an example, here's one. Cursed Queenfish needed. This will give me 80 artifact power and 90,000 experience. A lot of this will be gained at endgame, and that's stuff that I can't actually show you now because, well, the endgame isn't really a thing yet in this, so who knows how that's exactly going to turn out. However, while I was killing rare mobs out in the zone, I kept on getting these different items, and these items seem to give you artifact power, something along those lines. So discover the hidden power within at the forge in your class hall to empower your artifact. Consumes all available items of this type. So let's use these shards of potentiation and see what happens. So I use this and I just gain 80 artifact power. Let's use this Crystal of Ensoulment. This has given me 25. And has actually given me, enough to get a new trait. And let's use these treasured coins. And they give me 20. So if I click on this again, I'm at 125 artifact power. This means I can get Sharpened Beak, which will increase the damage of my Mongoose Bite by 3%. So I click on this, and there you go. I have, actually managed to progress slightly. So as time goes on, you'll progress through this. According to an interview with, I forget the designer's name, it was Louis something. Forget his surname. It was done by Bay from Final Boss. You will be able to fill this tree out pretty quickly. In fact, perhaps within the first few weeks, if you just really grind out all the different sources of artifact power. So it seems like this is something that you will complete, but what's going to be a lot more of a long tail is getting your relic slots. Now, these relic slots are essentially dropped from, well, many different locations, but one of the big sources of them is actually from bosses in raids. So these almost serve as weapons would have served in any other expansion, but it does seem like there are going to be other ways of getting relic slots. Now that's pretty much a look at what this system is like. Most of your customization seems to be done via this forge. You can shift right-click on it to actually get a look at things from from anywhere in the world, but I have no idea if that gives you any degree of control over this stuff. That's basically it for the entire artifact system. It's very simple, honestly, and it's the kind of thing you'll just progress through. You'll make choices. Well, you'll make choices initially as to what path you go in, But if we look at this, what you notice is you can fill all of these, and there are going to be enough artifact power sources in the game to fill your entire tree, no matter what you are. One slightly disconcerting thing, though, is I'm here in my order hall, everyone else is running around with the same thing that I have, and apparently we're all the leader of this order hall, which is a little bit strange, but we can see that these people are gaining artifact power, just like what I was doing earlier. So, that is a bit of a look at the whole artifact power stuff and how artifacts work. Hope you found this video useful. I'm going to try to provide lots of non-spoiler videos that are to do with game systems and mechanics, as much of that as I can, because I know a lot of you want to see the world and the quest content fresh the first time when you play it live, and I absolutely understand that desire. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.